Gemara in Megillah tells us that many of Amoraim, when they began speaking about Purim, the opening statement was citing a pasuk. So one of them, Amoraim, cites a pasuk about Tzaltai Yimach HaMekoreh. About Tzaltai Yimach HaMekoreh, Bishvul Atzlus Satorah, Sha'o Yisrael Atzelim Bo, because the Jews were laid back lazy and they did not study Torah sufficiently. Nasu Soneim Shel Yisrael Moch. The Soneim Shel Yisrael the Jews became impoverished. They became weakened. They became vulnerable. And because they became vulnerable, therefore we were open to the attack of Amalek, of Haman. Therefore the decree was able to come about. Although Reb Shimon Yochai says the reason why the decree came about was because Polchul L'Tzalma, because all the Jews, they bowed to the image that Nebuchadnezzar made for himself. They bowed although they didn't believe in it. That's the reason why they needed to be punished. But yet, the Pasuk says it was as a result of Rofi Dei Min HaTorah. It's because Nasu Atzelim, because they were Atzelim, B'li Min HaTorah, they were lazy, they did not study sufficiently. That's why it's Naseh Soneim Shel Yisrael Moch, therefore they became impoverished. So how do we reconcile the two? So I think the answer is there's many bases to prosecute us. We have Midas HaRachmim, which silences the prosecution. But what happens if the infraction, the transgression is very serious? It can't. But if a person has the schus of Torah, as the Gemara tells us, quotes the Pasuk of Basra, Omani Choma, the Torah itself is like a fortified wall. It repels all attacks. So if we would have been sufficiently strong in Torah, the prosecution would have, in fact, affected us. It's only because it's about Tzaltayim, Yimach HaMekoreh. Mekoreh means it's referring to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu couldn't help us at that point because we weren't deserving, because we didn't have the schus of Torah. Therefore, that's why the Gzeira, the decree of Lahashmin Ara Abe, came about as a result of Haman. But we see there's like a replay here. Before Sinai, it says we left Refidim. What was Refidim? Refidim was the time we were attacked by Amalek. Why we were attacked by Amalek? Because Rafu Yidei Min HaTorah. Because again, they were laid back. They didn't study Torah sufficiently. They weren't sufficiently committed. Therefore, Vayava Amalek. After they had Yoshua defeated Amalek, and there was a chizuk, there was a strengthening of that, then we went to Kabbalah Satorah. Identically, here we find something similar. But because we were Otzel, Hayuatzelim, B'li Min HaTorah, Nasa Yisrael, Soneim Shel Yisrael Moch, we became impoverished, and Hashem couldn't help us, and therefore we were vulnerable to attack. What happens? Mordechai, who's a descendant also from Rachel, from Shevet Binyamin, he galvanized us, we did tshuva, and then Amalek was destroyed. What was afterwards? What was the outgrowth of that? Is Torah, there was a chizuk, there was a strengthening of Torah, there was a strengthening of Milah, there was a strengthening of Tefillin, and it was Kimu v'Kiblu. And what was the end result? There was a Kabbalah Mi'ava. Sinai was under duress. Here there was a reaffirmation of Kabbalah Torah Mi'ava, which brought it to another level and quality.